The current shipping version of Mac OS X, Apple's flagship operating system, is dubbed Leopard. And today, in San Francisco, at the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference, Steve Jobs announced 10.6, which is going to be the next iteration of Mac OS X, and that's dubbed Snow Leopard. Leopard, Snow Leopard, doesn't sound like much of a difference there. Well, it's going to be an upgrade, certainly. But as Apple was touting the fact that Leopard had 300 new features for people, they're already telling you that there's not going to be a whole lot of in-your-face features in Snow Leopard, the next version of Mac OS X, which they claim is going to ship within a year from this date, which is really good turnaround time, I'd say. They're saying that it's going to be an incremental upgrade. They're saying, hey, we're going to spend some time on tweaking performance, security, stability. We're going to make this an incremental upgrade, but it's going to be just a solid upgrade. In Snow Leopard, we'll be able to support terabytes upon terabytes of memory. We're going to optimize the entire operating system for 64-bit. And we're going to optimize it for multi-core systems. So they're telling you, in a roundabout way, that within a year, the operating system they're going to ship is going to make your current hardware run faster and better, so long as your Mac is 64-bit capable and, well, at that point, then on the Intel platform. So it's really going to be interesting to see the speed differences between Leopard today and Snow Leopard when it ships. I think Snow Leopard is going to be all about speed, and if you hear anybody touting anything about the next Mac OS X, it's going to be speed, 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 speed. They're posting just basic ideas right now at apple.com/MacOSX/Snow Leopard. And yes, it's pronounced Mac OS X. When you see that, the X, that's 10 in relation to that, but in the URL, it's MacOSX/Snow Leopard there. And they're outlining, what they plan on doing. 64-bit support, multi-core support. Here's another interesting part. They're mentioning that they're going to be pushing forward something called OpenCL, or Open Compute Library, and to quote, makes it possible for developers to efficiently tap the gigaflops of computing power currently locked up in the graphics processing unit, the GPU, the video card. With GPUs approaching processing speeds of 1 trillion operations per second, they're capable of considerably more than just drawing pictures. OpenCL takes that power and redirects it for general purpose computing. So I think what they're saying is you're going to have the ability, at least with optimized software, to take advantage of the hardware that you already have in ways that you weren't able to take advantage of it before because the code to interpret what was going on didn't exist. So they're going to be, again, optimizing it for speed. In essence, they're turning your GPU potentially into another CPU, because that's kind of what a GPU is. It's just dedicated for graphics. They're going to redirect it and make it do more for you. Is that a good thing? Oh yeah, that is a great thing. Another thing that's worth mentioning, especially for those of you like me who are on Exchange, and that is Microsoft's, I guess, groupware system that allows you to store your email, calendar, tasks, and manage small teams on the web or on the internet or through the internet using Outlook or any product that supports ActiveSync, like the BlackBerry, which I've never really used. And then, of course, iPhone 2.0 is going to support Exchange out of the box. Snow Leopard will also support Exchange out of the box on the desktop. And that is a great thing for people like me who use Exchange. I do like what Exchange does for me. And so it's nice to see that Apple's going to be embracing that specifically on the desktop. Snow Leopard is going to be all about making what you have today even better. And to me, I would trade 300 new features for that. It's an incremental upgrade. Is it revolutionary? No. Well, I guess parts of it might be. I mean, optimizing for speed and performance, that sounds good to me. Who's arguing? Not me. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's all about Snow Leopard, and hopefully we'll hear more news about it as the months go on. If they're not really public about their betas like Microsoft has been. And I hope Microsoft continues to be that way. The Windows Vista feedback cycle during the beta period was, I thought, amazing. I know they used a lot of feedback that I gave them, Microsoft did, and if Apple if Apple did the same thing, I'd be happy. I don't think they will. I don't think they embrace the community in the same way that Microsoft embraces their community. Still, for me, it's all about that operating system. We'll see. I know there are going to be direct comparisons made between Windows 7, the next version of Windows, and Snow Leopard, although Snow Leopard is going to ship, I think, 2009 timeframe, if they're saying in a year. And when are they saying Windows 7? Are they saying 2009, 2010? Anyway, which of the two would you be interested in hearing more about? Windows 7 or Snow Leopard? Or both? Which interests you more in a geek capacity? I mean, are these things that they're talking about, optimizing and re-optimizing for speed and tweaking speed and taking advantage of today's hardware in a new operating system, an incremental build upon what's already in place? I mean, to me, that's great. I would love to hear that from Microsoft. I don't know if they necessarily think that way because Microsoft's all about backwards compatibility. Apple's not as much. But then again, then you get to take advantage. You get new hardware. You get to take advantage of new software. Give and take. Curious to know what your thoughts are. My email address is chris@perillo.com. And, what do you want out of an operating system? What do you want out of the next version of Mac OS X, if anything? What do you want out of the next version of Windows, if anything? Let me know what you're thinking. Leave a comment. Or, feel free to stop by the chat room. We've got a whole bunch of people who love talking tech 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we're streaming this live video thing out over the web 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Sometimes even repeating things, some might say, ad nauseum. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.perillo.com. We'll see you later.